What's up, guys? Check it. We made it out to the hood of Chicago, and our first stop is Giordano's, where they're known for their deep dish pizza, and we got the meat on more meat. Man, let's stop talking about this and let's dig into this pizza. You know we get hood up in here, so let's just jump in there, man. Oh, first time. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, that's my first time experiencing a deep dish here in the hood of Chicago. Straight fuego, familia.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of JR and the Crew. That's right, we got my boy Slick Vic in the house. We got E-Man in the house.
What up? What's going down, baby?
And then we got the lovely Momo in the house. Oh, my God. But we have a special guest, man. We have a special guest. And a matter of fact, man, he has a special intro. So we're going to let him just introduce himself because I heard it's amazing. So go ahead.
Yo, what's up, family? It's your boy here once again, the Hood Foodie, and today we're in the hood of Covina here with the JR Crew.
Yeah.
JR and the crew.
No. It's all good. We're actually at Capitol Records in Hollywood. But,
Or on the fifth floor.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks for being here, dog.
Man.
Welcome, bro. Welcome.
Hey, you know what? It's definitely an honor because for me, for people to reach out to me and give me their platform, and their, familia get to know me. I mean, you guys just don't know. You guys are basically a part of the movement because you guys are in for a surprise. I think you guys might think you guys know the Hood Foodie, but yeah, man, it's
well, that's why we're gonna get into it, man.
That's why you're here.
We want to get into it.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's why you're here, baby.
Hold on, but I just gotta say something because it's really, really bothering
That's a
me.
badass jersey? Yeah, I know.
No. How are you gonna walk in here with no food? Like,
man.
You're the food hoodie. Like, I knew you were coming on, and I purposely only ate one
twice
taco.
before we came.
No, actually, I ate one time. I usually eat twice. Thank you
don't
very
sell.
much.
You know what it is?
But,
It's
damn.
because for me it's you got to get the whole experience.
Ooh.
Like I mean,
I hear an invitation.
I'm pretty sure you know about rolling with the Hood Food.
Yeah.
And that's when, my familia takes me to their favorite mom and pop shops.
Oh,
okay.
And they experience, like, shit, man, just the community, the people, the love, like, that
It's also
that's why I
whole
didn't bring
ambience.
it to you.
Oh, we got to go to it. So you know what, man?
Like,
You need to bring up a
Damn.
spot.
Oh, I got some spots.
He'll show up.
Trust and believe I got some
I know you
spots.
got some
Okay?
spots. But you gotta eat. You gotta eat. You can't just be drinking shit.
He's the hood foodie. He's not the alcohol foodie.
He likes to eat.
That's a new show, Alcohol Foodie.
Alcohol foodie.
I will be that person.
You would be.
Hey, but man, okay, we got to get into this guy. Excuse them, man. So you want us just to call you the Hood Foodie all the time? What's your real name?
I mean, Alexander Orozco.
Your government.
Welcome.
name.
But yeah, I mean, right now I go by the Hood Food.
Okay, the Hood Foodie, man. So where did this all begin, man? Because you came in here saying you have a tight story. So what's up with you, man?
Well, no, it's I just think people think they know the story. That I was looking for this shit, but it's.
It found you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It found me. So I think it stems, when I was, when my parents passed away, right when I was coming out of high school, right back to back.
Wow.
I lost both my parents.
Wow.
And there was always something off about me, So I could never be a book person or whatever, and I barely graduated with the C average.
Okay.
And
That's pretty good, man. I graduated with a D minus.
I know. I was like, I see you're doing it. I see you're
Food
doing it,
hoodie,
actually.
I didn't graduate, so.
I graduated with continuation.
Nerd. What a loser. Not kidding. No, man, but
Go
yeah,
ahead.
dude. So you barely graduated. You weren't able to basically be yourself because of things that had happened in your life.
Correct. So I was basically a lost soul. You know, I was just in survival mode. And, you know, until like when I hit 36, you know, era bien pedo. I'm not going to lie. You know, I was a binge drinker.
Wow.
And, you know, it could be like, I can get like a 12-pack at 9 o'clock at night. And I wasn't going to fucking go to sleep until that motherfucker was gone.
Wow.
You know, and you know, with it, you know, DUIs came with it.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, I was in, you know, jail, whatnot.
What neighborhood did you grow up?
Or area. I mean, if
Area,
it wasn't
yeah.
a neighborhood,
Okay,
then
so
like
the
what
story,
area?
the story is that I was born in Lakeview Terrace,
Okay.
but at the time my family was in Pacoima, and before I turned 1. My dad sold the house, and instead of like, you know, when like nowadays family bring their families from Mexico to the U.S.
Right.
Well, he took the family from the U.S. to Mexico.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I actually grew up
Flipped
in
it on their ass.
mi bonito León, Guanajuato. Yo soy puro panza verde.
That's right.
I don't speak Spanish.
Oh,
It's
is
all
that
good,
right?
dog. We understood. I speak Spanish. We speak Spanish, bro.
See, I knew I liked
Yeah,
you, dog.
yeah, I'm saying. Hey, dog, I know I like you. I like that jersey, G.
Hey, welcome to America. This right here.
Well, anyway, don't mind it. He's gonna be emailing the cruise, and don't trip.
I'll try
I'm
to
gonna take
keep-
all my Mexican people. You know what I'm saying? Aquí estamos en
I'll try
canal
to-
YouTube.
I'll try to lower the Spanglish down.
No, it's all good.
Do it, bro.
So we'll provide an interpreter for him.
So, that's cool. So,
So how was it? How was it living out there, man? And how'd you make your way back over here, bro? Like, what's up?
Well, see, it's a trip, man, because I to tell the truth, I don't remember a lot of my past. And you know, through like, you know, psychology and psychologists and counselors and you know, they keep telling me that it's because, you know, there's this thing in the brain where, you know, it covers any negativity or
Trauma.
Traumatic
There you go. Yes,
experiences.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So. I mean, to this day, man. To this day, like I don't remember what I did yesterday, or like, you know, sometimes, yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
How did you remember to come here?
Why? Because you kept calling him.
Hey, today, dog, today.
I see him outside. Like, where the?
Because this is part of the passion, dog.
That's right, dog.
Like that.
Yeah.
This, like,
Everything
yeah,
else is
like,
irrelevant.
yeah. I mean, I wake up loving what I do, so
That's
it's
right,
like,
that's
you
right.
know,
no, you're right, man. Because sometimes what happens is that, like, we're so passionate about something. You're so passionate about something that you could be somewhere, but sometimes we're not in the moment. We're already, because our vision is going. So sometimes, like, people say,
already
"Hey,
there.
remember when we did this?" You're like,
No.
"I was there." You know, like you
I
don't
do that all the time.
Yeah, because you're like, "Oh shoot!" You know?
Like Cat. Like
Oh,
Cat's-
you were there?
Like Cat the Biker Chick's first comedy show. It's like, fuck, was I there? I was so in the moment.
No, that's so different. That is
Yeah.
so different. That is not
Don't tell me
trauma.
what I
That is
know.
not trauma
Don't tell me what I know.
Don't change up his story, all right?
Oh my god, dude. Sorry. Okay, so these guys.
Yeah, so you know, I was out there from 79 to 88. Yeah, and then that's
Okay.
when we came back here. I mean, it was crazy because when my dad sold the pad, he sold it for like he went to Mexico with $1 million pesos, and at that time it was a shitload, you know,
A shitload of money.
even more, you know, shitload. So, and the thing is that his family. I don't know if to this day, but they're the biggest leather cuero distributor in León, Guanajuato.
Oh,
wow.
So yeah, so like, and that's what León is known for,
Leather.
leather.
Right.
Cuero, like botas,
Man.
belts.
Like bags.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get a snazzy ass vest.
So my dad would buy, purchase the leather from them, and then he would make boots.
Right.
So he just, that's how
He got his grind. He got his hustle.
Yeah. But
Wow.
the dude, apparently, like, the dude was so good that, he got fucked over. And, when we came over here, it was more like, he had to buy, like, a mobile home for all 6 of us. And we basically did, like, a family tour of, like, all the aunts and uncles, like, backyards
up
and
on
shit
their
like that.
back-
Yeah,
oh,
like,
wow.
boom,
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
we partly, all 6 of us. And,
Wow, that's
yeah, it
crazy,
was,
man.
like, Silmar, San Fernando, Pacoima.
Whole valley tour.
Sun Valley, North Hills.
Glendale.
Reseda, Northridge,
Dang.
and right now I'm in Encino, so I basically lived the whole the whole valley,
Wow, that's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
wow. How long did you do that for?
Damn.
So that's when you guys came back from Mexico, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in
Right.
'88.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
88.
okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's-
Shit.
So
that's
from
growing
yeah, I
up.
was, ya
Yeah.
estoy viejito.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then so the way that it started was, I started working on myself. Oh, I'm sorry, I stopped drinking. I was like, you know what? I'm fucking fed up. Like I'm tired of myself. Like I gotta start working on myself. So I mentally trained myself, and I was like, I don't want to drink anymore. And at 36, from one day to the next, I fucking stopped
Cold
drinking.
turkey.
I never looked back.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right.
Never looked back.
Did you get sick at all? Because I heard like when people stop drinking, like sometimes they'll go through withdrawals or get sick. You just
Nada.
cold
Nada.
turkey, and that was
Nothing.
good. Oh wow.
Nothing.
Okay.
It's just,
Yeah, yeah.
and we'll talk about it later. Like the power of, like the mind is the strongest part of your body.
Right. No, you're right.
But,
just got-
but why is the drastic change though? Like why all of a sudden you just cold turkey?
What clicked?
Yeah, what clicked in your
I
head?
was just tired. I
Nothing-
was tired
Like
of.
the DUIs, the law,
I was just tired of who I was.
Okay.
And it was like, I didn't see any future. I didn't have a career. I was like, I would like drop a job every a year. I couldn't be consistent. And then, I was like, okay, I stopped drinking. I'm going to further it. I'm going to go to a shrink, a psychiatrist, a ver qué onda. And I think I diagnosed myself with bipolar depression, because I was like, oh, I think I have this. And all he did was give me a survey. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm like, how are they supposed to judge?
How do you know who I am?
Job
With the
easier.
fucking
Yeah.
survey, bro.
Yeah.
Like, really? Like,
Yeah.
I was like, all right, whatever. So, yeah, that was, my first time with medication, and my first time with the first side effect where, I ended up being suicidal. One day I found myself at work at lunch in my truck, already ready, thinking of driving off in my Raptor, a fucking Raptor, bro. And the only reason why I didn't was because there were so many companies in the facility or like in the area that people had a double park.
So it wasn't enough room.
No, well, somebody was parked in front of me.
Oh, so, yeah, so you
So
can,
you couldn't get out.
So you couldn't get
Yeah,
out.
exactly. So that's the only thing. That's the only thing that
Stopping
stopped me. And now looking back, it was like, damn, man. If there was not somebody in front of me, imagine not only what I would have done to myself, but what I might have done to others.
Right.
Like that was a side effect
Yeah.
of medication.
Wow.
And then so I was in my truck and I was like, oh shit, like what am I? I'm contemplating suicide, and then it's like it's obvious it's not easy to like call your lady and be like, hey babe, like I'm over here ready to take myself out, know.
Yeah.
And so I had to build up. I called my my brothers and sisters and yeah, I was like, hey babe, this is going on. And she's like, babe, like just please just wait till the end of the day and I'll get you the help that you need. And
Right,
yeah,
right.
first we went to in Tarzana, and I guess they didn't have whatever things equipped to handle me, so I ended up in Mission Community Hospital in the Hood of Pacoima on a 51-52 hold.
Dang.
wow.
So I was in there
That's
like
self-admitted. They were like, we're keeping you.
one flew over the
Ah.
cuckoo's nest
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
shit.
But
I'm saying,
real
like,
quick, but through all this stuff, I mean, because I know you're saying that stuff just happened to prevent things, but you don't believe in a higher power. You're not spiritual.
oh,
or
dude.
do you? What do you owe? You owe it to
Bro.
God, or well, I want to
Well,
get.
no, that's where we're headed.
Oh shoot!
We're
Okay.
headed. We're just getting started.
Yeah, we're
right
just
now.
getting
Come
dog.
along,
rushing
this
it.
fantastic
Junior,
voyage.
You can't rush
Junior
it, bro.
thinks that
You
it's like
can't
it's the
rush
last
it.
segment, right, my man?
Yeah,
Hey, we
yeah,
just
yeah,
got
yeah.
here. We're just
Hey,
getting.
hey,
He's building it up. He's
Don't worry.
building it
Hey,
There you go,
well,
yeah.
I can come back, bro. Don't worry.
rush the greatness. Don't
I
rush the
got
greatness.
plenty. I got stories for days. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, look, man, check it out. We're gonna
Pick
take a
out the
quick
good ones.
break. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with the Hood Foodie, and we're gonna
Right.
find out his spiritual side.
What's up, friends and family? It's your boy E-Man for Jerry and the crew, man. We just want to thank you guys for all the support. Subscribing, liking, leaving comments, but we want more, man. Just a couple ain't enough. Keep sharing, keep liking. We digging the support. We got so much coming your way this year. Man, we're only 8 months in, and we got so much more. But tune in, Jerry on the crew, baby.
All right, we are back, man, and we are back with the Hood Foodie is in the house, man. We finally got you in the studio with us right here in Sony Studios.
Sony Studios.
Even though he tried to throw us on blast.
No, he
Fifth
can't,
floor.
Try to throw us on
Fifth
blast.
floor.
But it's not going to happen, bro.
Make sure you mute that part.
Yes, please. Cut it.
But before we went on break, man, you were talking about how you were going through a lot of depression and you called your wife and stuff. So why don't you elaborate more on that so that you didn't, if that car wasn't in front, you would have actually just done something crazy that day, actually. But your wife told you to stay and you were like, hey, what did you do at that point? I mean, yeah, you didn't really tell us.
Well, no, I mean, she like I said, she took me to Mission Community Hospital in the hood of Panorama City, and they evaluated me, and I got, what is it?
5150?
Internado on a 5152 hold.
Yeah.
And,
So what's the 5152? Because there's no 51.
5150 and then 5152 is kind of like you're pretty much almost there.
Wow.
To it's one step above. Am I wrong?
So 5150 is when they hold
know
you,
that
I believe, for 42
Right.
to 72 hours because they don't feel that you are able to be in society.
You're
Oh,
like
okay.
a harm to
and,
yourself.
and to yourself.
And others, yeah.
And to yourself.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, exactly. So 5152 exceeds those.
Yeah.
That it exceeds
It's above
that.
it.
Oh, wow.
So
Means you're
I
not
was
in control of yourself. At all.
so I was
Yeah.
I was in there for like maybe 10 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
and it was I was just, and it's crazy because once I was in there, it's like I was just like, damn man, they're just feeding me the shit that's making me react like this.
Right.
So as soon as they let me out, I stopped taking it, and and I was still numb for like months.
Right.
Yeah.
Months, where I was there, and like I had my kids on one side, my wife on the other, like, daddy, come back to us, be the loving, the funny, the person you are, and like,
Right.
and I'm just like numb.
Wow.
And then social media started hitting hard, and so I just I started I was like, fuck it, everybody's taking pictures of food, like let me see what it's all about. So the story makes me feel, because I remember I have a bad memory, but it tells me that it started in Lenchitas in my hood of Pacoima. And, that's where, I started taking pictures, posting it up, Carrillos in San Fernando, so, and then I get kicked out to LA, the mecca of the foodie world.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
and we start blowing shit up out there.
Hell yeah.
You said we, like who's we? Like other than
So-
yourself.
Since day one, I've never looked at this as a following. I've looked at this as a familia.
Okay.
Take your time, my man. Definitely take your time.
I wouldn't be where I'm at because of you guys.
The support of everybody, not just us. I'm thinking you're talking about
General.
everybody in general that has
right.
been here for
La
you.
familia.
La familia. That's right.
That shit goes deep with me. So that's what I mean about we, because
Yeah.
I didn't do it alone,
I like that.
and I'm not gonna do it alone.
Yeah.
I can put the product out there, but it's up to the familia to take it where they want to go.
That's right. Amen to that. That's right.
And goddamn, I mean,
It's taken off.
how far we've come. How far we've come. I mean, like I said, we started blowing stuff, shit up in LA, like certifying restaurants, creating dishes with the people we were helping support. McDonald's reached out to us at 3,000 followings. Internship with potential partnership. I started my contract with them about like 2.5 years. So I've been sponsored by McDonald's. podcast interviews. I mean, from a small following, that kind of changed the game. Because one of my sayings is changing the footy world one bite at a time. And it's like once I was given that platform on a podcast like you guys are giving me now, it was like you guys asked me, like, are you cool to talk about anything? I'm like, dude, I'm an open book.
Right.
You ask me, I'm gonna tell you. And at that point, I started talking about my depression. I started talking about my son that has autism.
Okay.
I started talking about diabetes. The elephant room in the foodie world. Everything that hit home. So that's what I mean by it. I never saw it as a following. For me, it has always been a movement.
That's right. Yeah.
Since day one.
That's right.
So do you think you stand out more is because people are falling in love with your story? Is that why you're popping out? Because there's so many people like that they go taste food and stuff.
Yeah,
they go around and no one's really watching them. You see, I see them pop up and stuff, but yet you are accelerating.
He's
you know
the
what I mean?
modern day guy, bro.
You know what, bro? You know what? There was a vendor. I'm not gonna say his name, but man, he was like, damn, Hood Foodie, I gotta keep it real with you, bro. And I was like, what's up, Don? He's like, nobody can touch you, dog.
Was he like a fruit vendor or
Yeah.
fruit vendor?
And I thought about it. I was like, damn, like that, dog. Like he's like, nobody can touch you, dog. And I started thinking like, why, like what? Because to me, everything's so fucking surreal till this day.
Yeah.
Right. You could tell like you're just flowing.
I'm fucking surprised, bro. Like I don't know how I've gotten this far.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And to the people that I've gotten to meet and experiences and like what I've been able to share with like not just my family but like so many people. I mean, bro, like you had asked me, bro, like, is his spirit? Are you spiritual? I'm like, dude, like, I honestly feel that God gave me a second chance, but He just didn't give me no second chance. He fucking gave me a second chance to fucking heal.
Nice.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I'm just doing it, but apparently I'm inspiring people.
For sure you are.
It's like I more and more like I hear like that. Oh yeah, bro. Like if you inspire me, bro. Like like I know that if you do it, bro, like I'm gonna do it too. And it's like that's what I've been preaching, man. Like that God gave me an opportunity, to inspire others.
That's right.
And right now, I honestly feel like we're building Noah's Ark.
Do you think that's part of your healing process as well?
Yes.
Is seeing people feel confident about themselves and having you inspire them is actually helping you heal as well?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. So
Exactly. That's what I was
so
thinking.
with me, it's like once I started like going out to these places and meeting these the families, the stories, things like that. I mean, it just like it filled me, and because of the fact that even with at a small following, I was already appreciated.
Yeah.
So people, were already seeing me like, oh my God, the Hood Foodie, like thank you for coming, like So I mean, obviously that that fills you up. It fills you up. So it's like you keep doing it, keep doing it. It's just like like just everybody's just like it's just. I mean, dude, like I mean, it's so crazy. I mean, it just. Damn, man, the love is fucking. It's.
Do you?
Well, no, I was gonna say you give that vibe out though, because even when I first messaged you, you're always like it's like family. It's like talking to someone I know.
Mm-hmm.
You're not like, oh hey, what's up, man? No, you're like, hey, what's up, familia? Yeah, dude, I would love to, And I was like, oh shit, okay, well, come on down. But even on the DMs or when I do my lives, you always pop up like, what's up, familia? I'm like, oh shit.
Bro, because you get me, dog. I don't fake it.
That's right.
I don't need to fake. I've never faked it.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. That's part of it goes both ways.
Right.
So
That's
you
the
give
healing
it
process.
and you receive it.
Right, exactly.
So, but I want to talk a little bit more about your depression, man, because I'm hearing you say all this. So the way I'm receiving it is that you were going through depression, then you started the Hood Foodie, But the way I'm reading it is that through people following you and giving you that praise that you're doing a great job, and in your story, is it now? Do you still struggle with the depression, or is now like that's moved out of the way because now you don't have depression anymore? Because what were you missing in that depression that now I don't even know. Do you still have depression?
No, that's a perfectly fine question. I mean, so with depression, shit, I'm losing my brain. Let's see, depression.
Yeah, don't forget us.
Don't forget where you're at.
I tell you, I forget everything.
No.
Does it still happen? Like, do you still have those bouts of depression?
Oh no, yeah. I mean, I still have depression. It's just this has. Yeah, it's definitely healed me a lot.
It's filled the void a little bit.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm still like till this day I go through depression.
Yeah.
You know, like, I have but it's a lot more manageable. I mean, I'll have my 2-3 days and whatnot, but I mean, just recently, in 2020, I still try to better myself, like everybody else, and I tried medication for the second time. And I was like thinking like, oh, maybe the first one was,
bad batch.
not the right one. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
bad batches.
Took it, fucking nope. 5 milligrams.
Yeah.
5 milligrams of Vraylar. I mean, I woke up a few days later, and this is the prime of the Hood Foodie, dog.
Yeah.
Like my prime. I wake up and I'm like, who am I?
Yeah.
I was like, and I fell into a deep depression
Because of the medication?
because of the medication
Wow.
that was supposed to help me with the depression.
Yeah.
It actually took you deep.
This is kind of
but
like an
check it-
eye opener, my
Trip
man.
out on this, dog.
Yeah.
I was depressed for 7 months, 24/7. To this day, I think like, damn, like if I would have done it, it would have been that time.
You went on social
Wow.
media at that time, right? And you put it out. I remember you going on social media. Well, you probably don't remember.
I don't remember.
Let's go back to that
yesterday,
date.
dog.
No, but I remember
No,
you,
but yeah.
you going on and you were talking about your depression.
I'm very transparent, dog.
Yeah.
So if and I was out of I was out of social media for months.
Wow.
And people,
Yeah.
it's funny because I put out so much content that people didn't even realize that
Right.
shit. Yeah, like it was like I guess it was like
on
Instagram
syndicated.
kind
It was
of
on syndicated.
Right.
yeah. So, but no, man, it's
So to me, like I feel like because even what we're doing, man, it's real gratifying that we have people that that message us and stuff and say, hey, you guys are doing a great job, and you went through depression, but your story to me is like you went through depression because you I guess because men, we go through it a lot where if we're not doing something in life, we're not being fulfilled, we go through depression. What the hell am I doing? Why am I living? And I felt that's what I get from you, where you felt like you had nothing to live for at one time, but now like as the Hood Foodie, you're like straight reborn because now people. So I feel you feel like a gratification. So now you have something. You have a purpose.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
There's
man.
a purpose now.
Oh shit!
Like before, there wasn't a purpose. Now you have a purpose.
We'll talk about the purpose when we come back.
We'll be right back. Cut me off all the way all the time.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy E-Man from JR and the Crew, and this is what grinds my gears. And I'm here with my main man, the Hood Foodie. Hey, dog, what grinds your gears?
You know what? People, when they have a platform and they use it to take advantage of other people, that shit just pisses me off, dog.
Don't be taking advantage, homie, and that's what grinds his gears.
All right, we are back. We are back with the Hood Foodie. He is in the house, man. And before we left, man, before the break,
We're getting deep.
we were getting deep, man, because you found your purpose. And because you found your purpose, yes, you might still struggle with a little bit of depression, but overall, the Hood Foodie, what you do, it brings that passion in you. That fulfillment
Yes,
in you
that-
and stuff. So now you have a passion. So, but my question to you is, like, because people might not know, like, okay, it says the Hood Foodie, but what is the Hood Foodie? Like, what do you actually do when you go to a restaurant, they give you free food. I mean, what's the Hood Foodie? I mean, what do you do, man?
Do you eat the
What's the-
food?
Do you eat the food? Do you like?
do you
So,
just look
okay,
at the
so,
food?
okay,
do you take
so-
pictures with the food? Like,
Like-
what do you do?
You're a critic or something? Is that what it is?
No.
He's
Oh,
guy.
I ooh, that word, man. Oh,
Oh, I just cussed at you.
yeah.
Oh shoot!
Curse you, Satan.
Because you know what, like my movement, it's not like, you know, I just believe that, you know, a critic or somebody that rates a business can make or break a business, and I'm not about that.
Okay.
You know, and like I said, I wasn't looking for this,
But what if the food is not good? You still give a great review?
but we're getting to that.
Oh shoot!
Stop jumping the
Dude,
gun,
that's no
bro.
story.
Damn,
Can you let him tell a story? Jeez.
Bro, we're
Go
gonna
ahead.
get to that.
You know what? I'm just gonna sit over there with lyrics.
Can you sit on his mic, Jimmy? Because I'm tired of hearing him.
Go sit in the corner.
You're on timeout. Fool.
Go ahead, bro. So you don't like critics? You don't like that stuff?
Yeah, because
So
you
what
know,
do you
it's
do?
so.
what do you
And
do?
like I said, I wasn't looking for this, so this found me, and it just so happens that, you know, I started taking pictures of all these places, which just so happens they were small mom and pop shops.
Right, right.
That's what I was,
Yeah, I see
and so that, you know, it started a movement where it was like yeah, you know, it's like I never discriminated. Like, you know, you can have like 50 followers, and you know, I go to you. So now it's like, it's just, you know, like.
It blew up.
Okay, so you go there, and then what? Like, do you take pictures of the food?
So at
Do you
this point, I got so many people reaching out to us to visit them that I have like a 6 to 8 weeks waiting list, depending on
Wow.
workload.
Damn.
Wow.
You do it every day?
Right now I haven't been as consistent because I got into the pop-up world.
Okay.
Okay.
But no, yeah, and that's why I'm getting so backed up. And you know, I gotta kind of step up my game with that, and you know, like create like a landing page, you know, just to like flow everything, like, you know, all the demands, because damn, like I can't keep up. So, you know, people reach out to me, and like I said, that's where like the whole rolling with the Hood Foodie experience is, because you get to experience what I experience on a daily.
Yeah.
Like
Kinda
it's
they
just
follow
so much,
you,
it's just
Doing your
like
thing.
So,
it's just
so let's
so
just
much
okay. So
love,
you walk
man.
into a restaurant, right, or a mom and pop spot. What's the first thing you do? You walk in and
Well, yeah. I mean, so what they tell me is that, oh man, when we see you, it's like, you know, our legs are shaking, and it's like we can't believe you're here, and this and that. And I'm like, why? I'm just here to eat some tacos and shoot the shit. Like, that's it, man. Like, you know, like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna give you a bad review.
yeah, like, no, exactly. So, and that's another thing. So, I don't know how I got into the foodie game, because growing up, I was such a picky eater, and I don't know how to cook. I mean, yeah, I know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I know your basics. You know, huevitos y todo eso, you know, and the basics, yeah.
All right.
But
all right.
you know, like, you know, I don't know, but apparently, I got charisma, and I sell the shit out of small businesses.
That's
Nice.
what's up.
So,
So when
with
you show up, when you show up somewhere to a spot, people want you to go there because after you go, everybody wants to go eat there,
oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
You're the modern guy,
yeah, yeah.
right? That the guy from Chili or what's Tree Jack Fridays, right?
Yeah.
Guy grocery,
Or like the guys
he'd
from
go
Sonic?
there.
Like, you know, how
Yeah,
you
they go and
drive
taste
through
stuff,
they're
right?
Like, oh my god!
But like
this
that's
is
what's dope, bro,
delicious.
because you're a local guy that's doing this. You're somebody, man, that is representing us out here in LA, and this is what it's about, man. That's why, like, when we have people here like you, because it's what it's about, bro, is putting people out there that are representing LA, representing us, representing a movement, a positive movement. Like I always say, you know what I mean? Like, this is what it's about, hearing your story, your backstory. It's not just about the food, but the food is what's filling a void in something that's very major in your life, and this is why we're here.
Where'd you guys
You
find
know what I'm
this
saying?
deep, man? Like, that's like, I was
This is
like,
our deep guy.
You know?
I was like, God damn, like,
We gave him some Perrier. We gave him some Perrier before we started the show.
It's funny,
Perrier.
it's funny you said local, right? But you got some stuff coming up where you're gonna be going overseas, or okay,
Oh no,
can't talk about that.
and
Are you Russian again?
I'm Russian.
The time?
well, no, so yeah, so you know, Diosito talks to me, like I see my parents, I see, you know, like
Yeah.
they're part of this, and everything that I say comes to life.
Man.
Like there was a point in my life where it's like, you know, like I remember one of my managers was like, Alexander, you're a dreamer. And I was like, what does he mean by that shit? Like, what? I'm a dreamer? And it was right. Like I would say shit like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, and I'm dead," but I would never. I would
No
never
action.
Do it.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
no action exactly. And now it's like I'm even afraid to say what I don't know what I'm saying, because I'm over here saying that we're gonna show love to the world, and it's like,
Bam, you're on a plane.
Yeah, like we
Gone.
went to Modesto. When we hit Chicago,
wow.
damn, Chicago showed us so much love. Like there was
That's
people
dope.
that knew us
That's
out there. I'm already sponsored with McDonald's here, but I got to meet at the event that we went to, Riddle Fest. They were there as a sponsor, so I got to meet that crew. Bro, they fell in love with me. Tomorrow I have a Zoom meeting to see what they can do, so we can do.
Right,
and I'm
right.
pretty sure that they're not going to want me to do it here because I already used the hashtag at McDonald's here.
Mm-hmm.
So they're either going to want to fly me out there for an event, or I know they were telling me that, and we just found out today, my wife researched it. So they're in Illinois, they have one of the only McDonald's that serves all the menu items in McDonald's menu.
Really? What? Yeah, I know, because McDonald's, everywhere you go, it has a different menu.
It's a different menu. 'cause
Yeah,
it's-
like Japan.
Yeah.
Like the other day,
Yeah.
like we were
Europe
telling
has
my
a
brother.
different menu.
We were telling my brother Richie, and he was, because sometimes he can come off as like bullshit or whatever. But we were telling my brother Richie, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I remember when they used to sell the McPastor." And we're like, we're all shit the fuck up. Like, no. And then we researched it, and
They sold.
Damn,
they
really?
had
A
like
burger of
Lots of
pastor.
McRib.
or something.
We're
like
talking
that.
burger of
Yeah.
a pastor
Yeah.
at McDonald's. dog.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Isn't
crazy.
that a
In
torta?
Mexico. In Mexico.
Oh, in Mexico. Oh, yeah.
In Mexico, McDonald's.
Oh,
Yeah.
Philippines, they sell a burger with rice.
Exactly. See? So
really?
I went there, yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Every menu
They
item
cater to
in the menu.
ethnicity.
So is that why
Country.
McDonald's is sponsoring you? Because I mean, I kind of get it because you're going to the mom and pops, but McDonald's sponsoring you. I mean, so.
Like I said, it must be the charisma, dog.
But no, but I don't understand because like, I mean, you eat a cheeseburger. So I don't understand. Like they're going to be paying you to go.
Because they see our community, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
They see the love.
Yeah.
They see that we have a movement going on, dog. Bro. I'm tripping out because I'm only at 20,000 followings, which it took me a long time, But I'm sponsored by McDonald's. I'm sponsored by Panda Express.
Oh,
I'm sponsored by Vallarta Supermarkets. I'm sponsored by. Oh no! Right now I'm working on Carl's Jr. and I mean many more, bro.
That's all of Junior's favorite spots.
Hey.
That's what's up, man.
So-
I know the Hood
You have to
Foodie.
pull the juice on this one. Right
Yeah. What's
we
up,
got
dude?
the
I work with
juice.
the Hood Foodie. He's just on the show the other day. Damn.
But you know what? Before
Got
we
any
met,
coupons, dog?
before I missed this, because I feel like it needs to be told, we were part of the movement because we started when Instagram started, and we helped push mom and pop shops on Instagram because I remember at the time it was very commercialized. The only people that were being showcased were people with feria.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, what motherfucking taquero doesn't get showcased?
Yeah, no
Yeah,
doubt.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, frutero doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel
You provided
I
that
feel
platform
like
for them.
we were part of that movement,
Right,
though.
right. No, that's true. That's true.
Because you actually. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say a lot of small businesses they don't have it in their marketing budget to
Okay,
do
yeah,
a
that's
commercial,
what I was gonna hit.
or they don't have it to pass out flyers within the community, or they just don't have the money to do that,
Or
And
know-how.
so- or the know-how, or the wherewithal, however you want to say that. But
Yeah.
they don't have the means, and so your podcast or your show provided them that platform, right? You were
Exactly.
able to showcase their menu, what they had to offer, but not only that, like I feel like you didn't just show their food, you told the story.
Exactly.
Because mom and pop shops, they're not just about they have good food, but there's a reason why they have good
There's
food.
a story
There's
behind that.
story
Yeah.
behind it.
That's
and,
what's dope.
And just to answer that question, I remember like when I got kicked out to LA, and before I forget, I believe that you don't forget where you come from, who's made you, and so I got to give it up to LA because even I'm an 818 boy, I'm a Valley boy, but I gotta give respect where respect is due, and LA made me,
Nice.
and then I was able to bring it back home to my hood.
That's right.
That's good, man. Yeah.
So
Definitely, man.
Yeah, so
No, it's exciting, man, because you're really humble and you appreciate the people, because the people, like you said, you're giving it to the people because the people built you. Exactly. And because they built you, you want to go out there and you want to continue to be like, hey, family, hey, this is where I'm at. Let's go check this place out, man. The food's great. Yeah. The vibe is great.
Hey, not only that, bro. Like, I mean, I'm receiving tons of blessings, dog. So like for me, it only feels right to bless everybody else.
Yeah.
So the other day I was at Machine with my boy Machine in Boyle Heights, and I was like, hey bro, I'm gonna come through, blah blah blah, like nothing, And then boom, we get there with High and Hungry production, Be Real production, my boy E-Zone and C-, they sat down with me and I filmed with them, and I was one of the first foodies that they had on their show. Like I was one of the first.
That's awesome, man.
No, I was one of the first guests that they had invited personally, or something like that. But that's the kind of like, if I'm receiving these blessings, it's only fair to spread them out.
Give it back.
Do you work a normal job too as well, or is this what you do full time?
No, I think at this point I'm deep into this. Like,
hell yeah.
So but. I'm not, obviously I'm still hood kind of thing, but and it's funny because somebody always said, it's like, and I hear things because I know somebody wants me to hear, and it's like a long time ago somebody's like, yeah man, Hood Foodie, you're doing great, great, blah blah blah. Don't look, don't look for the money, bro. Like the money's gonna find you. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm not even worrying about the money, like why is he even like? But now I know, now I get it because now it's like.
Knocking at your door.
I've been taking care of the community, no motherfucking questions asked for like 5 years, bro.
Yeah.
And now it feels like
you're reaping what you're sowing.
It's taking care of me now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it's definitely a powerful movement, dog.
Woo! I love this movement, man. We're gonna be a part of it too. Watch, man. We're gonna go.
We
gotta go. Yeah.
Oh, we already are part of it. Hell yeah!
Family, dog.
Shoot.
Familia, baby.
Hey, but we'll be right back, man. We're gonna find out where this guy's headed, and he has some big things lined up.
And we're gonna be part of it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hi guys, Peter Rodriguez here over at Mortgage Masters. Hopefully you're having a great week because we've actually had a phenomenal week here at Mortgage Masters. The girls are in there processing funding, getting docs out, closing loans for us. I want to share you a little situation that I have right now on my desk. We actually just closed a loan for a dear friend of mine. He was very fortunate to retire at a young age but didn't have an actual income because he retired at such a young age. But with a loan known as asset dissipation, we were able to go ahead and create an income for him, put him on a 15-year. Now he's happy, he's satisfied, and he's gonna be paying his loan off that much earlier. Call now.
All right, what's up, man? We are back with the Hood Foodie, man. And I'm always getting cut off because I always get ahead of myself. But
all the time.
I'm always in a hurry, man. Sorry, I apologize about it.
Man, it's not good.
But no, man. I mean, off camera, we talked about you got some big stuff lined up, man. And because of your humbleness, and because, like you said, you did 5 years of just giving to the community. It hasn't stopped. You're still doing stuff for the community, but because of that, you're reaping what you're sowing because you're a giver. So because of that, the doors opening up for you, what are some of the doors that you have lined up that you could possibly tell us?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I mean, at this point right now, I got into the pop-up world just recently.
What does that even mean? Like for
pop-up
those
growth
that are watching that don't know.
Yeah,
so the pop-up world is basically like, little pop-ups anywhere that, like vendors can, small businesses can pop up and like create this like little own community where, and the community supports.
Like once a month, once a week kind of pop-up event.
Well, what are you selling though?
Huh? Well, no, I'm the face.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, oh, so
again,
you're the hostess with the mostest.
So you're creating these events.
No. So the story, the way that the story goes is that my girl Marie from A1E Pop-Up Shop, she had reached out like, oh, you should come one day, blah blah. So I showed up. Remember, mind you, I'm in the foodie world. She's like, hey, what's up, Hood Foodie, blah blah. Like she didn't know who I was, whatever. I was like, all right, cool. And then she was like, I asked her, I was like, hey, so what's up with this whole pop-up world thing? Because pre-COVID, I was trying to put together events.
Okay.
But then, what happens is that, like, she didn't even ask me. Apparently, she didn't know me. She didn't even ask me. She posted 818 pop-up shop Hood Foodie takeover.
Oh, snap.
Social media went crazy, dog.
Nice.
Like, I was like, we didn't even do it out. It was like social media went crazy, and I was like, well, if the people want it, we gotta give it to
So
them.
she posted it, then she asked him.
Oh no, she didn't have to ask me, dog.
what is that?
She didn't have to ask me. I saw it all over the place.
Beg
So.
for forgiveness or whatever.
Hey, so
like-
when we do November
Don't ask
13th,
for permission, beg
Yeah,
for
just be
forgiveness.
like,
yeah, our event November 13th, we'll just put them on the flyer.
I know, right?
gotta be there.
So, bro, putting like what maybe like I think we only put like 3 events up. We like right now we're up to almost 1,400 vendor applications.
What the hell?
Like that. That's
That's a lot of food to try.
Because
That's
you're gonna
when you-
be there.
exactly.
Damn.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's
So,
let's tap into that market.
Yeah, Bobby.
Well,
Yeah.
we are
Hey,
familiar
but
now.
just-
I hear a JR in the crew.
True.
Oh no!
co-host.
Hey, well, this Saturday the 4th, we're gonna be in Van Nuys. It started in Van Nuys. I had to, if I was gonna do the pop-up world, it had to start in my hood of the 818.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Represent your stuff.
we started in Van Nuys, and like I said, I was able to bring it back home.
That's nice.
So I was the first, like nobody can take away. Well, Marie, she did everything. Like if it wouldn't have happened without her,
Right.
but I was able to bring what I built out their home, and it was like nobody can take away that the Hood Foodie brought the first and the biggest foodie event that the San Fernando
Yeah,
Valley had
that's
ever
right.
experienced. Dog.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Nobody. We had over 40, 50 food vendors, bro, under one roof. Everybody in the valley is like, damn, man. Like normally we have to go over the hill to experience something like this. But we were able to bring it home, dog.
That's awesome, man.
So now it's like then we got then we got hit up by Modesto. We did that was Boss Babes LA Takeover, where I was a judge out there.
Oh, nice.
And then we're bringing it back in Van Nuys September 4th in Van Nuys, and we're hosting 66 amazing vendors, small businesses.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
Hella
nice.
lot,
Hey,
yeah.
bro, how did you feel about Avenue 26? You know about Avenue
Oof.
26?
Avenue 26.
No, yeah, I mean sometimes sometimes I ask myself, and it's like I also got to understand that Superman couldn't even be at all places at one time. He either had to choose Lewis, or he had
Robin.
a chance the world.
Yeah.
So, I mean, sometimes there's uncontrollable things, and it's like, I mean, it pains me, but at the same time, I just have this feeling like I can't stop, because I'm over here trying to save the world. Like I can't stop. There's I see the negativity, the paleteros and this and that, and it's like I don't want to bring that negativity into ours. Mine is more like positive, we support.
Yeah.
But I don't want to fucking put people out there that that are getting beat, especially raza, and there's already enough of us doing it.
Yeah.
I want to just be like a positive light,
Positive movement.
Exactly, bro. So we try to stay away from that, and like I said, man, with it's like I don't know how I'm doing it, but I mean, just the love that people have for me, bro. Like I just I don't understand it, and maybe that's a good thing, because it keeps me
going.
Exactly. It I don't lose focus.
Yeah.
Right. So how's it with your family, man? Because I mean, at one point, you said at the beginning of the interview, the podcast, you were saying that your daughters and them were saying "daddy" and this and that.
No,
so,
actually, I have 2 boys.
2 boys.
So yeah, so
Two
my
boys.
I have my wife and my 2 kids, which is Miss Hood Foodie, Little Hood Foodie,
Oh, I like that.
and Mini Hood Foodie. Oh no,
They're all sold in.
So this journey has been evolving since day one. Like I said, it started. Obviously the platform was the food, but then it started evolving, and like I said, we were open about discussion about topics that were not being discussed. Then it got into toy drive. Toy drives and saving restaurants in the pandemic, just giving back, really giving back to the community. And now I feel like it's time for the family to get involved, because the other day we actually it was the first time that we got invited as a familia to a Carl's Jr. 80th birthday celebration.
Wow.
That was like the first time I was able to be. It was not a +1. It was like
Bring the
me
family.
and my familia. Like,
All your followers?
Why
Dang,
did we
all
get that call?
Yeah. But and now that you're having a lot of success, a lot of great things are happening for you. The doors are opening up for you. I mean, and you did say that you still deal with depression,
Yes.
and stuff. So, but how is it now, like dealing with that depression? I mean, are you?
oh, dude, trust me.
Is it church? Is it what is it?
After going through that, those 7 months of depression 24/7, bro, these little episodes,
Or nothing in
they ain't
comparison.
shit, dog.
Wow.
They're nothing. But they come. The other day I was like, man, like I don't want to do this shit no more. Like, I could easily just, throw that it was a depression in, and like I can just end it, whatever. But Diosito always talks to me, bro. He's like, never forget why you're doing this.
Yeah.
And it's like,
your
okay,
why,
yeah.
back at it again.
I was on your
motivation.
I was on your live the other day, man, and you had somebody on there, and he was expressing a feeling and saying some stuff that kind of leaning into that way of depression and the way of suicidal thoughts. And you were there listening to him, and he was telling his story, man. He kept telling it, and it was getting deeper and deeper, and things that were going on with him and his family. I think he had a brother that had just passed away.
His nephew.
22-year-old
right?
nephew. Overdose.
Yeah.
And I seen you listening to his story, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't stay to the full end of it, to tune into the end of it or what was said. But now it makes more sense to me why people have opened up to you in this sense of not just food, but in the sense of comfort and feeling that they could talk to you and you're gonna change the way they feel and taking away those bad thoughts. So with that being said, would it be all right for me to say that people can come to you with certain issues and it ain't just about food?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a movement, so it's bigger than me.
Right.
It's bigger than me. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's not
something
not
so
just
random
food.
that you can't really explain,
Yeah.
right?
I
It's
can't
like,
explain
like you
it.
said, you don't have a book, you don't have a playbook.
No, yeah, somebody will ask me like, hey, what's your 5-year plan? I'm like, fuck, like, I haven't had a fucking 5-year plan since
I
forever.
don't even know what I'm doing in an hour from now.
And it's like, and
So
even,
where am I?
Even when I try, it's like it always detours. So it's like if you can't beat them, join them. And I'm just like,
Yeah, you're
okay,
just going with
lead the way, like you know.
right.
Good.
No,
Lead the way.
I love that, man.
There's something
Piggy-
higher than
piggybacking off
you
Yeah.
that is helping you get through
Well,
and leading the way.
On the way, I honestly thought, because I was thinking about the McDonald's thing, I was like, I honestly believe that was my dad that had that part. That there was my dad had a part in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad, because my dad actually he grew up in no, I'm sorry. No, he didn't grow up in Chicago, but he ended up in Chicago because apparently he was a soccer player. He played professionally, and he played in Blue Island, I believe. And and the story goes that there's even like newsletters that like, he didn't have no heirs, so the dude he would just go in there, score a goal, and they would take him out, or a couple goals,
Right.
goalless. And but yeah, it was like. I like thinking over here, I felt it. I was like, dude, like, I bet you that was a part of my dad, bro.
That's right.
Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, it's to answer your question, yes, it's a very spiritual journey down.
I love it, man.
What were you gonna say, bro?
Or just piggybacking off. Damn.
Damn,
Yeah,
dog.
no,
All right.
It's man.
Go ahead and
No,
say
never
what
mind.
to say.
Forget it.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Producer says
No,
you
we're
may
just
speak,
saying, like,
so
I
speak.
think why they come to him is because food is so, like, it's just one of those places where you have dinner with your family,
break
can
bread.
talk, you break bread.
Food
It's
is-
almost like the breaking the ice.
Food is a universal language of the world.
Yes, I love that. It's true.
Bro, I mean, look at Anthony Bourdain, man. He brought
Oh.
he sat down with the
bless
big
his-
bro. Like even Obama, Obama's team reached out to Anthony Bourdain to sit down to eat with them, and Anthony Bourdain would sit down with anybody and everybody.
Let's try it.
Just to break bread.
That's why people pray, bro.
That's why it's called breaking bread.
honestly, like unconsciously, like when he passed away, bro, like it hit hard. Like I even went to one of his murals and I was like, hey, bro, like I love that you showcased like all these mom and pop shops. You never discriminated, and I promise you that I want to keep your legacy alive.
That's right.
I love
Amazing,
that.
man.
And it's like,
Right. That's what it's
No, I
about.
love it, man. I love it, dude. So you know what, man? I know you did the intro for us, but I know you said you have a great outro. So before you do your outro, man, where can everyone find you at, man?
man, at every social media platform, it's the same name, the Hood Foodie. The Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. My biggest channel is Instagram because that feels like that one just kind of like blowing up, and I do need to get I need to level everything up. But yeah, you can find me mostly in every social media platform under the Hood Foodie.
The Hood Foodie, man. All right, so before we go, the way we're gonna end this show is the Hood Foodie is taking us out.
That's right. Take
So
it
go
out.
ahead, man. Take us out.
So make sure you guys come out, support, and tell them that the Hood Foodie sent you.
Until next week,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
out. Hey everyone, thank you for watching our episode tonight. But look, don't just watch it, get connected.
That's right. On IG, YouTube, Facebook. Don't forget to like and share, man. We appreciate you guys. This is E-Man from JR and the Crew. Tune in.